have my back if they get, you know, aggressive.
It's crazy in the last 30. 30 is crazy.
Yeah, I've made it to 38, I think, and that's when it starts to get real.
This is like second time playing it. Like, I already know too much about this, man.
Yeah, this is my like third time playing it. I played it for about 9.
Wish you warned me about splash zones, Pack? Would have packed a poncho. If I ever meet this Darwin fella, I'm kicking his ass.
Yeah, I just need to prep. This is we gotta spawn right where we are. It's mad far from the Pack-a-Punch machine. I don't have the right weapon.
Oh, the knock on Mickey.
Hold it down.
I got those guns.
You ever got all the items?
My birthday.
Still, what's the key items for?
Most of them for building the swords, but they're just taking off because they've already done it.
Max armor.
I know I'm quite the sight, but listen.
Kaboom!
You know what you're doing.
Oops, were you using that? Usually I charge triple for bulk chilies.
Control Swarm here. Your aerial chariot race.
Got more maggots and brains in there.
Whoa. 3 shots.
It's crazy.
Sick. Look who's keeping up with you,
They
geezers.
tough as nails, dude. I can't even hold it.
They doing damage.
Yeah, I got 2 shots in. That's an amalgam.
Don't leave me here like a dead cow. Today's special. Two-headed octopus adobo with legs.
How many mouths come out? Damn.
4.
Okay, boy. 30 there.
Maybe 38, I don't know how. I'm about done.
Yeah, they. You know, it's funny. They said in the past shows this joint was supposed to be balanced. This ain't balanced. There's no way.
Bro, I'm gonna send you a friend request, bro. Go.
Yeah. That was some nasty work. I slapped around in that one.
You gave me some gobble bone for free. That shit not real. That shit was a long run. Oh. All these goals. Well, this is but so. I'm happy to not long. You gotta research that shit. That not kind of different. The zombies. This shit ain't legendary in type 3, type 2.
That last round we was on, I had my joint up to at least Pat 2 legendary. It was damaging them, but they were one-shotting, and I was just surrounded by fucking zombies. At that moment, in that round, you gotta use traps.
With the augment
Because that shit is just animal.
Yeah, so how they throwing the zombies up with the fucking claws and the spiders. They are eating.
I'm looking up this whole. There's a bunch of mini clips of different Easter eggs that they have. I see the actual boss fight, but I don't see how to get to it, what to do it.
Here is how to solve the rune puzzle on Citerdelle.
Like, this is the rune puzzle.
Black Ops 6 zombies. Unlike Terminus, this is not a quote simple math problem. There's a lot of research you gotta do, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Go and buy Melee Macchiato before you do anything else. That is just outside the castle to the left here. Notice I have the Fire Sword Wonder Weapon. I'll have video guides on how to get all 4 of those up very soon, but head all the way down to the very, very bottom where you have the water hanging in there. Go to the left and you'll see a partially broken wall. Switch to your weapon and use your Melee Macchiato. Runes in order.
I'll be back. I'm going to run
every
like 2
minute.
blocks down.
Also, every time you do. Devil Forks all the way here. That's 6, so I'll come back to that one. Remember, you have to interact with them to make the symbol appear. There's 4.
This
the
content
crosshair.
is coming from one average
5
day.
is down here on the table. That's the parachute. And 6
I don't
is
want nobody
the
to think I'm just
open
ripping
circle.
them off.
Make sure you take a picture, a screenshot
I'm
of
just
each
getting
of
tips
those,
and
and then head
tricks.
all the way back down to the flooded cellar. If you're playing solo, I highly recommend making some crawlers, as this is a pain if you still have zombies running around. Now go ahead and put in the combination. There's the steering wheel. Wait till it stops. Sideways 6. If you wait too long, they will reorganize again, so you have to be relatively quick. In the pitchfork, come back, crosshair, that's the fourth one. Umbrella, and the last one, see, I was about to do this, but it changed. Open circle. Now, once you've shot all those, they'll go blank if you did it right, and you'll see this glowing orb come out. And boom, reveal this book. I'll have a guide out later today on how to get these 4 pages and where to find those for the next Easter egg step. That is the full rune puzzle. Make sure to like and subscribe if this video helped you, and I will see you live on YouTube.
You know how that works? You only pull the legs down. That's what you.
There are 4 elemental swords you can craft in Citerdelle. First, during round 10, you're going to have to kill the zombie with the Knights Templar helmet. When you kill him, he's going to drop a stamp. You take the stamp to the dining hall inside the castle, and there's going to be 4 statues. Each of these statues is going to be a different elemental sword. First, we're going to do the lion for the light sword. When you pick up this sword, there's going to be parasites that spawn. These will be glowing parasites, and each time you kill one with your sword, you'll notice your sword starts glowing. Go to this door by Speed Cola and knife it while your sword's glowing. Do this 4 times by killing all 4 parasites, and you will see 4 symbols on the door. When you interact with this door, you'll enter a small tunnel. Now you place your sword in this hilt. Once this happens, you'll notice symbols start to fly around the room. Also, on the hilt, there's going to be symbols top to bottom. You're going to want to shoot these symbols in order from that top to bottom. Once you have done so, all symbols will fly towards the sword. If you mess this up, you will have to restart, and if you run out of time, you will have to wait till the next round to continue. Once you've successfully shot all 4 symbols in order, you'll be able to collect your upgraded light sword, the Salayan. Once you collect another stamp from the Templar zombie, and you go to the statue with the dragon, you'll be able to work on your fire sword. When you pick up the sword, go to the top of the stairs in the courtyard and place it in the hilt where this dragon is. You'll notice 3 glowing dots on a map above. There are 3 bonfires that you have to navigate to. These are always in the same spot. When you interact with these bonfires, you will light on fire. Your goal is, while on fire, to run all the way back to that hilt where the fire sword is. You will take damage and will almost die on the farthest bonfires. So when you get hit by zombies, you will die. So you have to avoid getting hit, and at any time, if you feel like you're not going to make it, you can drop the fire. Perks are going to help you out. Jug is going to give you more health. Quick Revive with Dying Wish is going to allow you to stay alive if you get to a point where you are going to die. And of course, Stamina is going to allow you to run faster. For your field upgrade, if you run Aether Shroud, you will be hidden from zombies, and if you have augments, will move faster. Once you've collected all 3 bonfires and have brought them to the dragon without dying, the dragon will blow fire, and you'll be able to pick up your upgraded fire sword named the Caliber. Giving a stamp to the Stag Knight will allow you to work on the lightning sword. There are going to be 3 lightning rods you need to collect. You will have to have dead wire as an alternate ammo type equipped to your weapon. Head to Speed Cola, and there's going to be an electricity box that when you shoot will drop one of the lightning rods. You can also find the second on the ground by some boxes by Deadshot Daiquiri. These spawn locations will never change. The 3rd lightning rod is collected once a zombie drops it. This will be a little bit later past round 10 in your game. It doesn't matter where you are around the map, you just have to keep going through the rounds, and eventually a zombie will drop that 3rd lightning rod. Once you've collected all 3, go to this hillside ramparts, and there is going to be your lightning hilt. Place all 3 of the lightning rods into the hilt, and a storm will start. You have to stay in the storm with your sword out. Every so often, your sword will get electrified. When you see this lightning around your sword, you're going to melee the hilt. You will do this 3 times until all 3 lightning rods have been electrified. Place your sword in the hilt, an animation will occur where your sword gets electrified. After, you'll be able to receive your upgraded electric sword named the Durendal. Last and hardest is the Void Sword, which is obtained by giving a stamp to the Raven Knight. When you collect the sword, go to the alchemy room. In this room, you're going to have to pick up an antiquity. It will either be a lion's jaw or raven skulls. When you find and pick up your antiquity, you will have to go to the basement of the bar. Place your antiquity at this dial and symbols will appear. Place the sword inside of the dial and you'll have to solve the puzzle. If you brute force the code, there are 48 different options. However, there are 2 codes, one each for the raven skulls and the jaw. The outer circle is going to be star signs and the inner circle is alchemy symbols. Each star sign has one alchemy symbol that it matches with. Here are all combinations. However, we just need the Gemini and Leo combination. If you have the raven skulls, you match the Gemini star sign and the air alchemy symbol. For the lion's jaw, you match the Leo star sign with the fire alchemy symbol. Once you've matched your antiquity and the symbols, there's going to be a portal in the floor that spawns. And there are going to be orbs that come from the dial. Do not shoot these orbs, let them come towards you. You have to lead them into the portals. You'll have to repeat this 3 times. One in the basement, one in the main floor, and one upstairs by the pool table in the bar. Once you've done this 3 separate times, the orb will fly all the way back down to the basement, into the dial. Your sword will go through a rift, and come out upgraded as the Balmont. That's exactly how you craft all 4 Wonder Weapon swords on Citerdelle de Morts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of Zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where, as you might expect, we have a lot to talk about with the release of the very first DLC map in this game, Citerdelle de Morts, where we'll cover a bunch of new insane Easter eggs that were just found on this map, some secret changes Treyarch has made to the Zombies mode that they didn't tell us about, and oh so much more. So without further ado, let's kick things right off with the first story of the day. Let's begin by talking about some core changes Treyarch made to Black Ops 6 Zombies that they didn't bother to tell us about in the patch notes, where the first change that you'll immediately notice when spawning into a new Zombies match is that you will now be given the first 3 Gobblegums within your Gobblegum pack automatically as soon as you start the game, which does have some major implications. You can spawn into a map, pop a Perkaholic, pop a Wall Power, then a Hidden Power Gobblegum, and there you go. Within the first 10 seconds, you already have all the perks of that weapon of legendary rarity. But it seems like Treyarch is doing it probably for 2 reasons. The first of which being the new Zombies exclusive event going live in Black Ops 6, which requires the Zombies community to chew down on a collective 100 million Gobblegums over the next 2 weeks in this game. It feels like Treyarch believes the only way the community is able to accomplish that is if they give players all their Gobblegums in-game to start with, so that players that don't know about the Gobblegum machine or wouldn't be hitting it as often will now be prompted to do so right when they start their match. The other point being that, I don't know about you guys, I'm hoarding all the Gobblegums I get. I don't really use them in-game all that often, but now when you start with 3 of them, it now maybe gives you a little bit more motivation to pop a few goblins. Next up, in a very odd change that I noticed the first time I played Citadel de Morts, a bunch of other Zombies players have noticed too, is that it seems like Treyarch has changed the SAM trial machine, where not only are the voice lines for the SAM trials different than how they sounded before this update, but it sounds like Treyarch might have replaced continuation of that, but when you hop in your next game of zombies and you do a SAM trial, listen to her voice lines, see if you can tell a difference like I could. Next up, let's talk about some new Easter eggs that have been discovered on the map. While the main Easter egg and its cutscene have now been solved, players are finding a whole bunch of new side Easter eggs, which as a brief aside, seems like it might be a little bit more of a challenge to determine how many side Easter eggs there are jam-packed into this map, because Treyarch noticed that certain data miners were going into the code of Terminus and Liberty Falls and picking out code strings labeled with EE underscore signifying an Easter egg, and then trying to work backwards from the code strings to determine the Easter egg itself. While it doesn't tell anybody the steps to how to actually accomplish the Easter egg, it gives players a very accurate hint of where to look. Well, Treyarch has caught on and changed that within this map, making that process a whole lot more difficult and cloudy for the zombies community, which honestly is probably a good thing. One of the first major side Easter eggs that players have found is being called the Guardian Knight Easter egg. It rewards you with a massive knight chess piece that will consistently follow you around the map.
What's your name, kid?
I'm Max. What's your name?
Dr. Blaine Dexter. You can call me Dr. Blaine.
Oh, you're the brain surgeon.
Follow you around the map. It moves just like a chess piece, with its main attack being a PhD Whopper Blast that can stun and take down zombies near you. This guy acts like a guardian angel following you around. The method to accomplish it, very simple. There is a few small knight chess pieces located around the map. One is in the basement of the tavern, right off the spawn of the map. Another one is inside the elemental pop room of the castle. You'll be able to get there just off of the main courtyard of the map. All you gotta do, grab the chess piece, heading over to the sitting room where Stamina Up is located, place it down on the table, where a ring will now spawn around the chess match, where once you take down a certain number of zombies within the ring, you'll now be rewarded with your Ghost Knight chess piece buddy. Right now, it seems like it'll only follow the player that'll put the chess piece down on the table, so if you're in a multiplayer match, definitely try to do this yourself so you can show off your new buddy to your friends. Next up, players have discovered that you can apparently be a bartender on Citerdelle. This one lets you go behind the bar and serve up some interestingly colored drinks to not only your friends in the match, but also to zombies, which will stop by to have a drink, down something cold, and then immediately reward you with some points. Definitely a neat little Easter egg, and by the way, this is the only Easter egg that players have found within the code of this map to be referenced with EE underscore, so it remains to be seen if there's more to this Easter egg than just the occasional points drop. Next up is a new Easter egg that was found that is the first time we're seeing a feature like it in Black Ops 6, and that is because of what you need to do, or should I say, who you need to be in order to unlock this Easter egg in game, where there's an Easter egg that gives you a small exclusive cutscene as well as a significant reward. Some players are reporting a legendary GS-35, and honestly contains a decent chunk of new content, including fighting a named boss enemy, just like you'd see during the Liberty Falls main Easter egg, a beefier boss zombie with more health. But the kicker here is that this Easter egg can only be accomplished if you're playing as the character Maya, one of the 4 main zombies crew that Treyarch had announced that you need to play as if you want to unlock the full story of the zombies maps, where certain characters will have exclusive dialogue on the maps where others won't. But in this case, it seems like Treyarch is now taking that a step further, with Easter eggs only able to be accomplished by certain operators. We did see something kind of similar to this in Black Ops 4's Blood of the Dead, where if you play as Richtof and you get a little bit of extra content, but it does kind of make you think that if there are character exclusive Easter eggs on this map, perhaps there will also be on Liberty Falls and Terminus, and beyond that, if there's one character exclusive Easter egg on this map, perhaps there are others involving the 3 other main zombies characters. So if you do play Citerdelle and want to hunt for a new Easter egg, it might be a good idea in this case not to play as Maya and instead play as a different character to try to find something new. Next up, I love how Treyarch is making these kind of a staple of every new zombies map in Black Ops 6. It'll probably be this way going forward, where you'll be able to find one of every single power-up located somewhere on the map. I love these side Easter eggs because anybody can do them. Not all of them have been found, so if you hop in the game, definitely start looking outside of the map for power-up drops. The ones the community have found right now include the max ammo power-up, which can be found right next to the speed cola machine on the map. has a little bit of aura surrounding it, but the one thing that I've seen players complain about already are the special rounds, where you'll be seeing a combination of parasites and vermins, which players already don't like. Now, Treyarch recently did just announce that they shortened the length of those special rounds, so you'll be doing them for a lot less time, and you'll notice that immediately once you start playing a new Zombies match. But for our own sanity in the future, there was some leaks a little while back that Hellhounds might be returning as a new special enemy in a future Zombies map. We hoped it would be on Citerdelle des Morts. It's likely now going to be either DLC 2 or DLC 3. Well, that wraps up the news today, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, if you're excited to finally play Citerdelle des Morts, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There is so much new stuff being found in this map right now that I can't wait.
This info was brought to you by COD Zombies HQ.
But until that time comes, I'll see you with another
Subscribe to the
Zombies
page.
update tomorrow.
If that's their content. They still don't seem to have the full-fledged main Easter egg up here.
Book a flight, unlock a hotel deal, breathe deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of Zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where we have a lot to talk about. Just to Black Ops 6 Zombies that'll let you use Quick Revive and Dying Wish without fear. The max armor power-up now finally being worth it in-game. Changes to the Wonder Fizz machine, and a claim of a new Easter egg being found on Liberty Falls that I need.
It's gonna be the easiest guide to complete the entirety of the Citerdelle des Morts Easter egg. Without further ado, let's get into it. First step of the Easter egg is to open up Pack Punch. This step is very easy. You just follow the markers on your screen into the castle all the way to the very bottom. Shoot the locks off and then shoot the mini-boss that spawns out of here. He will drop a crystal, put that exactly where that mini-boss spawned, and you will get Pack Punch inside. Once you've talked to Craft, you are in the Easter egg, and essentially you are ready to start collecting 4 ritual items and 4 elemental sword upgrades. To start the sword, you need to get to round 10 because you're going to need